All right, today we're going to review and commentate on my open performance from 18.2. So this is the second week of the open back in 2018. And the workout was in a 12-minute window. You had to do 1 up to 10 of dumbbell squats and bar facing burpees, jumping over the bar. And then in the remaining time of the 12 minutes, do the heaviest squat clean possible. So obviously the faster you get the first part of the workout done, the more time you got for the clean, but then you're more fatigued. So it's kind of playing that balance of trying to go as fast as you can while still having enough energy to hit a nice big weight. So I did this workout at CrossFit Columbus. It's located inside Rogue headquarters, so they use it as the employee gym, and then the athletes can use it when they come into town. So this overlaps with the Arnold Fitness Festival. So Rogue brings in all their athletes, and we'll do like shifts in the booth of just kind of like meet and greet, take pictures, meet fans, that type of thing. And so we'll get scheduled, we'll see our schedule for when we have to be in the booth, and then we'll coordinate our open workout attempts around that. So I think I was in the booth from like noon till 3 or something like that. So Friday morning, go in to Rogue just to knock out the open workout. I try to do every workout once, have no repeats, and then went and did my 3 hours in the booth. And it was while I was in the booth. So you're just standing for 3 hours, meeting people, talking, like you're on your feet the entire time. And it was as I was in the booth, I realized, it was just eating at me. I knew my first attempt wasn't going to hold up. It wasn't a good score. You start hearing some scores rolling in. You kind of predict where your score is going to land in the mix once like all the other games athletes start like approving it. And I think we had something planned that night. And it was when O'Keefe was grabbing me, picked me up to leave the booth after my 3 hour shift. I was like, hey, like we're not gonna go do that. Let's go to the gym first. I'm gonna hit that workout again. And he's kind of like, dude, no, like your score was great. It's gonna hold up. It's gonna be fine. And I was like, nah, I don't even want to take the chance. Because if it's a score that, it's gonna bump me from first place in the open to second or third, I don't care. I'll leave it as is. But with this, I was worried that it might take me out of contention of being in the top 10 in my region, because I think this was the last year of having a regional. And so my whole goal of the open was only to get into the final heat of the first workout at regionals. I wanted to be in the top 10. So going into that first workout or that first day of competition, you see all the previous heats go before you, so you know what times to beat. But after that, who cares? So let's get into it. Starting the workout, I had the bar loaded with 225. So you need some plates on the bar for the burpees. So I think I had it loaded with 225. It's a good weight for the first rep. Finish the workout, rest like a minute or so, hit 1 rep with 225. Matt O'Keefe was my judge for both attempts of this workout. And then I had other people there that were loaders. I think the first attempt I had 2 other guys that were loading for me. Second attempt, I think it was just Sammy and O'Keefe. So I think right off the bat, I don't think the rule of standing at full extension must have been in there, because usually I'm pretty diligent about that. But I was trying to be careful not getting sucked into the first couple rounds, just because it's like, I'm 3 rounds in, and it's like, yeah, you've done 7 reps or 6 reps. Yeah, you can see right now I'm already 1 rep ahead. And it's the only difference between the 2 takes was that in the first attempt, I would jump over the bar, and then step during the turn and then go down into the burpee. Whereas in the second attempt, I'm just turning in the air, landing with both feet, and then kicking both feet back at the same time. The first attempt, I'm taking a little bit more time when I'm cleaning the weights up to kind of get them adjusted and then onto my shoulders. Whereas the second attempt, I think the first couple rounds I just held them here. It wasn't worth the time to put it on my shoulders. Let's see here. Yeah, so now I'm putting them, I'm just like bringing them up, dropping them on my shoulders. Like I'm not even really getting them stable to start with. I'm just jumping right into it. The squat pace looks about the same. Yep, step back. Yeah, I mean, it's not much time on each rep individually, but after 55 reps throughout the whole workout, it just adds up. I think my only concern on the first attempt with bringing the dumbbells up and kind of taking my time was like, oh, I don't want to knock my ear. I think on the second time I was like, worst case scenario, you just get cauliflower ear and you look like a badass. I want cauliflower ear. I'm surprised. I'm wearing the same shorts, but not the same shoes. I don't know what that was about. Also, second attempt, I'm wearing ankle socks. I never, ever wear ankle socks while competing. I'm not sure what happened there either. Just gonna turn this volume up for a sec, see where I'm at. Yeah, so at the round of 9, I was 9 full squats ahead of my first attempt. And the only thing I've changed is how I'm turning in the burpee. And that got me 9 reps ahead. So I'm on the first take, I'm in round 9 and I'm doing the fast burpees now. But I think it was too little too late. Second attempt, I am on my set of 10 squats. Yep, still 9 reps ahead. It's a final set of burpees. You just go all out, try not to stand all the way up. You're just spinning in the air, barely letting your feet touch. Try to catch that bounce off your chest. And almost finishing up on the first attempt. Done. So, first attempt of that workout, I finished in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And looking back at the leaderboard, that would have gotten me 188th place with a time of 4:15. On the second attempt, by only changing how I'm getting into my burpees, I got 4:02, which was 49th place on that workout. So 13 seconds difference only by how I stepped into the burpees. I mean, a workout like this, that 13 seconds is a lot of points. Yeah. Now in the video, you know, I'm not rushing, taking my time after the workout before I do my first clean. You know, I just did 55 squats with 100 pounds worth of dumbbells, so, you know, get the legs shaking out a bit. One thing I do remember from that first attempt was, so the first attempt I did it side by side with Katrin, and from where we had to both set up to have both our cameras hitting both of us, the clock wasn't in a good spot for me to see it during the workout. And I remember like halfway or 3/4 of the way through, I saw the clock. Like I was on the burpees and I like intentionally turned a certain way to see the clock and I went, nope, I pooched it. This is a waste of an attempt. All right, here we go, 275. Looked pretty good. Also leading into this open, I don't know if I was really squatting too much. I was doing like a full-on deadlift cycle. Remember I hit up Chad Wesley and I was like, hey, can you give me a deadlift cycle? And he's, yeah, here you go. And he's like, here, I sent you a modified one because I know you CrossFitters are doing a bunch of other stuff while you're doing this. And I was like, no, I want a pure deadlift cycle. So I remember on these cleans, this is the first time I went heavy in cleans after doing that deadlift cycle. And it was like a whole new sensation for me. Like I actually had a trunk. And like usually off the ground is super hard for me. So I just remember these feeling super fast. You can kind of tell I'm not the thinnest I've ever been during these videos, but I think it was good meat on those bones. I think going in up to this point, I think I cleaned 380 pounds like way back, like 2015-ish. And since 2015, I don't think I had touched anything within this ballpark. Wow, I think I'm kind of synced up on my attempts. Look at O'Keefe telling Sarge to get out of the way. Man, Sarge is a good dude. All right, so from the first attempt of this workout, I think that was 355. That looked super solid. In the second attempt, that was 335, 340, maybe? I didn't catch the weights before they got stripped off, but you could tell like the bar crashed on me a little bit and I just like, my lower back just kind of had a bit of a flex in it. Let's see, this is 365, 370. All right, well, I'm about to take 370. Resting in between, where's the clock? All right, we're coming into minute 9 of the 12-minute window, 370 on attempt 1 and attempt 2. Wow, I'm synced right up. All right, attempt 2 look good, a little bit of a cushion in the back. Attempt 1, solid in the bottom of the squat. As I'm coming up, my back caved a little bit. Loading up 385 on the first video and loading up 380. Yeah, 380 pounds on the second attempt. And these are like these attempts are probably 4 hours apart from each other. And the 385 would be a clean PR and the 380 ties my PR from way back when. I also love the dudes up on the walkway. I think they were like walking like from their desks to a meeting or something and they saw me doing the workout and they just stopped. They were like, oh yeah, he's got a lot of weight on that bar. We're not going anywhere. All right, let's see how synced up I am between these two attempts. Get my belt. All right, I'm walking up, first attempt for 385. Katrin lets out a shriek. I don't even have the volume on here, and I remember that shriek. 385. Oh, I had to catch that bounce out of the bottom, or there was no hope. 380. I think I'm just in disbelief right there that I was able to get 380 a couple hours after I just got 385. Also, in video 1, I know it was, I don't think Sarge was loading my bar and he didn't know that I was done. And he was really confused because I think I have like a minute and a half or 2 minutes left on the clock. And like I walked away and Sarge, I mean, he's just a big dude. Like he almost like can't turn his neck. And so it's like just the way that he looked, he had to turn his whole body to see the clock. And here goes O'Keefe just doing O'Keefe things, taking care of business. So scores from part 2 of that workout. So attempt number 1, I got 385 pounds and that would have put me at 14th place. And then because my second attempt, I didn't lift as much weight, I only cleaned 380, it put me at 21st place. So it added some points to my score, but it was only 7. So my cumulative score between the 2 attempts, attempt 1, I would have had 202 points. And the open is like, anyone doesn't know, the open's like golf, you want a lower score. Attempt 1, I would have had 202 points between the 2 workouts. Attempt 2, I only had 70 points. So it was worth giving up some weight on that clean to speed up the first score by 13 seconds. It's kind of crazy. By 13 seconds and 5 pounds, I chopped off 132 points off that score. Not bad.